Hi listeners, welcome back to Motiv8, the motivation and inspiration podcast. I'm your host Dahidi, and today I'm talking about the fourth weekly challenge. Before we jump into this week's challenge, let's first review last week's challenge. So last week's challenge was to get 8 to 9 hours of sleep at night and go to bed around the same time and wake up around the same time every day. I chose this challenge because I believe sleep is pretty critical, and it's the one thing I probably lack more than anything else. And I really felt like I would see a huge boost in energy and productivity across the board in my life if I got more sleep. Because after all, there are countless studies out there that tell you the more sleep you get, the better off you are. Well, I ended up not being able to complete this challenge in full. I failed this challenge because of the 7 days of the week, I only actually went to bed and woke up around the same time 4 days. The other 3 days I kind of were sporadic in my sleeping, but I did manage to get those 8 hours. The main issue for me was that I actually didn't see a huge energy boost, and I also didn't really see any much added value for me going to bed and waking up at the same time. Of course, I probably need to add more time to it, but I didn't see any immediate positive results. Probably the only positive result I saw was that it was actually easier to get up in the morning. Who would have thought going to bed a little bit earlier would help you get up a little bit earlier? I guess that in itself is a huge benefit, because if you struggle getting up early in the morning, it's definitely worthwhile setting a schedule and making sure you go to bed a little bit earlier. I think it's also probably based on your chemistry. Sleep for me is perfect. I love sleeping all the time and I love getting rest. But for me, the more sleep I get does not equate to me having more energy. In fact, I'm a pretty low energy individual in the first place. I don't have this abundance of energy to do whatever and feel like I